The Spanish Prime Minister, Mariano Rajoy, will address Parliament. He'll be setting out a new raft of austerity measures in an attempt to reduce the country's debt. On Tuesday, the Eurozone agreed to provide €30 billion for troubled Spanish banks by the end of the month.
For Mariano Rajoy, this was payback time. He's got a banking bailout and an extra year to hit Spain's deficit reduction targets. Now its European partners want to see Madrid is making more of an effort. But the new austerity package unveiled in Parliament went even further than many expected. The aim is to cut the public budget by €65 billion by 2014. The Conservative Prime Minister said the latest measures were unpleasant but unavoidable. This situation is extraordinarily serious and we have to act urgently, he told MPs, after announcing steps such as a 3% rise in VAT sales tax. Rajoy's party colleagues showed their support for moves such as cuts in unemployment benefit and civil service pay and perks, but there were jeers from the socialist opposition, which fears deeper austerity will only make matters worse. The problem is the consequences, and these are depression, unemployment and lack of trust in our country. There'll also be reforms to local authorities, shutdowns of public companies and budget cuts for political parties and trade unions. For recession hit Spain, it's yet another bitter pill to swallow.
The rate of VAT will increase from 18% to 21%. The tax advantages given to first-time property buyers will be removed from 2013. This huge plan of increasing taxes and reducing public spending must bring down the deficit by €65 billion in 2.5 years.
Striking coal miners say the austerity measures demanded by the Eurozone are destroying their jobs. They plan to march in Madrid again today, and they shouted, "We are miners, not terrorists," as they passed in front of the Prime Minister's residence Tuesday.
They've been cheered much of the way by Spaniards, fearing that they too could also face job cuts as the government pursues austerity in an attempt to turn the economy around.
This protest will last as long as it takes. Though the march itself is ending, the battle will continue in Asturias, León, Aragon, everywhere in Spain that there are miners.
At times, the miners' protest has been violent. Away from the march, striking miners in the north have clashed with the civil guard, sometimes using improvised weapons. There have been injuries on both sides. And deep underground, a miners' protest camp continues. They say they will stay to save their jobs and towns where there's little other employment.